4 years into their marriage, Kyle and Amanda's bustling careers kept their plans to start a family on the back burner. And while their marriage seemed healthier than ever, would we ever see the day when an aspiring DJ, a two-piece swimsuit designer, and baby make three? What do we think?
What?
I would never have thought I would not have kids by now.
There's some days where I'm like, should I even have kids? I'm not suited to take care of something else.
Kyle, even though you and Amanda were on different pages with a lot of things this summer, you seem to talk it out rather than fight about it. What changed?
You know, as far into this relationship and marriage as we are, I think that it's still a good reminder that it's all about patience. Even when I would mess up or she would do something that would upset me, I felt like we just did a better job of kind of hashing it out in a civil manner instead of letting it fester.
I think another way to answer the question might be Kyle didn't up too badly this summer.
I mean, a couple times.
100%. Yeah, no, I think there was a lot of changes. I mean, Kyle and I had a very big conversation in the beginning of the summer.
Okay.
About like where our relationship stood, what needed to change in order for us to move forward, because I was ready to, I had one foot out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, wow.
Oh, wow.
You keep doing the one thing that you know hurts me, and it pushes me farther and farther away every time you do it, and then you're like, why aren't we friends? Friendship is built on trust. I can't trust you.
Yeah, our relationship was on shaky ground, to say the least. And, you know, look, I kind of use socializing as an outlet.
Yeah.
Like, I don't drink unless I'm socializing. I'm not great at moderation when I am drinking. But, like, I realized for the longest time that I'm using the Hamptons and summer as, like, my big release. And I'm like, that continues to get me in trouble, and it continues to put our marriage in a compromised place. I need to stop thinking about, hey, this might be my last hurrah, and just being a little more present.
Good,
Yeah.
that worked. Well, I want to get into where you stand on a possible baby lover boy or girl. Kyle Lauren from Albany said, you said it yourself, the second you went on vacation with Amanda and actually stopped working for a minute, she was romantic with you. Do you think your obsession with work is holding you two back from the next chapter?
Look, I think my work ethic, some
Yes.
everything that I'm doing is to build a future.
But there will be no
Okay.
future if all he does is work. You working all the time and then traveling on the weekends and going to DJ and just like never being around at all isn't helping us feel like a family.
I get that.
Okay.
We don't
Yeah.
spend a lot of time together. He's working late at night. He's working on the weekends. He's on the office side. I'll make dinner. He comes over to eat it, then goes back to answer more emails. He's up early in the morning to go to the gym before his work meetings.
Well,
my God.
by the way, Christine from Atlanta
crazy.
said, Amanda, Kyle has two speeds, party animal and workaholic. No wonder Amanda doesn't want to have kids with him. Do you think he'll ever find more balance?
I'd like to hope so. I'm just waiting for us to sell Loverboy.
Yeah, I mean, look, like,
But I don't know, and
Would you
that's
like
a
to
big
sell?
concern
Would
of
you,
mine.
you're building it to sell, I would assume.
at the very least, partner. But I'm fully in, and I'm gonna see it through. I'm trying to front load it, so when we do start a family, I am present.
I will say that he has said this years ago, and we're still feels like we're in the same workaholic mode, and I just fear that will there ever be balance? Will it slow down? And when it does, are you going to just start into something else? Maybe this
Kyle,
is
how old are you?
I'm
53.
21. Sorry, 42. Weird
Kyle's
among
not
us.
ready to have kids.
But are you?
I'm ready to have kids with someone who's ready to have kids with me.
Look, I don't think it's a matter of I'm ready and you're not, you're ready and I'm not.
Sounds
know.
like it is.
I mean,
Kyle's never like, oh, let's make a baby.
we honestly, like, we struggle to talk about it. We
Struggle
don't.
to talk about it.
Well, we don't, it's not like we're sitting down and charting out a
Let me ask you this.
timeline.
Do you both want?
Why are you looking at me?
Do you both want kids eventually
Yes,
in
and
your
that's
marriages?
something that we've always
and
talked
And you
about.
absolutely agree with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Paige, for the last couple of years, you've been adamant that the rumors about Craig getting kicked out of Kyle and Amanda's wedding were untrue. After hearing Kyle confirm them, do you want to amend your story?
So when I was fighting about at the reunion last year was that Danielle sent the story into a blogger or whatever.
Yes.
You wrote a whole article.
Okay, wait. I confirmed what was already true.
Danielle, do you regret leaking that story?
At the time, I thought it was juicy as so I was like, yeah, that happened.
Right, and that's the person you are.
That was the part I was most mad about because I feel like we as a cast don't like send things in anonymously about
Right.
each other.
Okay.
Now, was he asked to not return to the backyard? Absolutely.
Craig was told to leave our property.
Yes.
Oh, really?
The next morning, I woke up and I was like, you have to apologize to Mr. and Mrs. Batula.
Paige
And he
texted them.
absolutely refused.
Which is
I
kind
was
of bonkers.
mortified. He was so belligerently drunk. He was causing a scene. He was kicking tables. He was yelling at people.
He was
going
inside my
the
parents' house, which everyone was asked not to be in.
He acted like an entitled brat at the wedding, and he was an embarrassment.
Is there anything else you feel like you've had to lie about to protect him?
Honestly, I'm so uncomfortable because I've never had to lie in my entire life until I started dating him. And it was more like I had to be like, oh, he's not that drunk, or like, oh, no, we just wanted to go home early. Like, it's little situations that he would put me in that I would have to diffuse. And it's uncomfortable, and it gets very overwhelming and tiring.
Yeah. Sierra, were you aware that Paige and Craig were having issues before the summer began?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
She comes to Thanksgiving.
I mean,
she knew.
yeah.
So his story to me at the Southern Charm reunion was Thanksgiving break, but he didn't really think that
Yeah,
you
I
were
must have-
actually broken up.
Yeah.
And then in December, he felt like you got back together a couple times.
No. He was at my house for Thanksgiving Thursday. He left Friday, broke up with him that Sunday. December 10th, the day he was on Watch What Happens Live, he came over that night, final and in-person discussion. I didn't just call him up and say, see ya, and I'll send all your stuff in the mail. Like, we had a phone call, then we saw each other in person, and then in a timely fashion at the end of January, I mailed his things back.
When was it announced?
It
Around
was
the end of
announced
December?
New Year's Eve. Because he was in Aspen and I'm getting text messages, I'm getting pictures of him out at a bar, and I was like, oh, someone's gonna see him out at a bar and think like he's cheating on me or something. I'm gonna put the statement out. And so I tell him that I'm doing it. He doesn't respond to me. I put the statement out. Beautiful, so nice. Made it so easy for him. Like all of our relationship, made it so easy for him to just say, yep, we broke up. But like the rest of our relationship, his ego had to get all over it, and he had to make it known she broke up with me.